What is going on, guys? Joey here. And today, I know you guys might have seen my post on IG a while back about the Reaper, the fatigue Grim Reaper. You got to pay your dues no matter what. There's no way around it. And I think it makes a pretty good analogy. Even if you take, guys who are enhanced, right? Guys who take supplements, you can get a little bit more out of your body, out of your training, and you might be able to go longer, lift more, whatever. But at the end of the day, at the end of your life, you're going to have to pay that back in one way, shape, or form. Could be in the form of injury, could be in the form of just your health, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why I like this concept so much is because it's like a balance, right? You can only give what you can give. By the way, I'm walking behind a baseball park, so if you guys hear strange noises, baseball smacks, bangs, things like that, my apologies. So you go into the gym, let's say it's like week one, and instead of staying, let's say your RP is like low, but you go over it, right? You want to like impress people. You got with the new coach, right? So you hit like an RPE of 8. You hit something big, and now you're all happy. You're like, well, yeah, I hit that big weight, whatever, this and that. But you come into week 2 and you're thinking, okay, I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna go even more. I'm gonna beat what I did last week, right? Even though I took an RPE 9 and I had volume after that and did the same thing later in the week, right? So you're accumulating all this fatigue. You're coming off maybe, just to give you some context, you have to be coming off of like some rest, right? So maybe you had summer break and you didn't train, or the holidays or what. But regardless, you're not in shape. You hit your first single, right? You can be out of shape and have strength. Come in week 2, you try to hit more than what you did, and you're unable to, right? Because you didn't go nice and easy and allow yourself to kind of ease into the program. You just kind of sent it out the gate. So now, you can, okay, I'm beat up. I need to chill out. I need to pay my dues for overdoing it week 1. Or you get angry, you get frustrated, you get stubborn, and you sort of force it. And then, you can get hurt. You can literally just snap your shit right there. Literally start a brand new program. Shit's already ruined. Gotta take steps back. Granted, you can snap your shit with good form, following the rules, doing everything correctly. But, it's just something to pay attention to, right? Anything can happen. But let's say you don't get hurt. You just hurt your ego a little bit, right? Now, if you've never dealt with this before, you're going to be confused, right? You're going to go in the gym and you're going to be like, what the hell? I was so good last week. How is this possible? How is it possible that from one week to the next, I can be this wrecked? I can be this, I have such a contrast in my top end, strength expression. Well, you're just out of shape. Maybe there was a time when you could, go back to back. But this is why it's important to kind of give yourself room and not empty the tank out the gate so quickly. You want to grow into, typically you want to have some good momentum building weeks. Because again, it's almost like if you just look at a session, like one session, if you go into the gym and you take a single and you max out, right? And then you go into, your next set and you go to failure on set 1. You absolutely annihilate yourself. You're probably not going to do as much work overall in that session. If you would have kept your RP like maybe around 8, a 7. I would say if it's like a smaller muscle group, Could probably get away with the 8 to 9, something like that, like a tricep or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Now it all depends, of course. Certain lifts, like you might be able to just send it like twice. For some people, like your overall like workload is so low, like what you're able to like tolerate and do, that you will get stimulus from literally one set. Like you could just do one clean hard set and you will grow, right? That's why I love sets of 8 so much, especially on squat, because like those last like, you know, let's say on your third set, those last like 3 reps, that's where you get better. That's where you become a new person. That's where you become a better lifter. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just, the point is when you send it earlier on in the week, you're kind of compromising your later weeks, versus if you like kind of give yourself room to grow and gradually do it. Right? And that Reaper, you got to pay your dues, right? You can borrow. I always say that the strength is like borrowed, right? Like if you want to look at it, like we're all going to go back to the dirt one day. We're all going to be under, 6 feet under. We're just borrowing everything that we have. It all has to go back. So you want to use it, and if you show that you're responsible, you can borrow more, right? Kind of like in life, right? These analogies, I'm going crazy. But you guys get what I'm saying. And the lifters that can really understand that, and I'll try to paint a picture as to what it should look like. I can just hear my brother right now saying, stop giving the keys away. They don't even like the video. And I'm like, all right, well, like the video, guys. Shit. Can I get 100 likes? Let's see how many people listened 6 minutes and 50 seconds in. See if we could get around 80 likes. I'll be happy with 80 likes, right? But you guys get what I'm saying. So the lifters that understand this concept and you don't want to blow your load too early. And really, if you just try to adhere to your RPEs, and when you feel a little bit beat up, go light, communicate with your coach, you should bounce back. Typically, I would say within 5 to 7 days, and you can continue. You might even be hitting PRs. You know what I mean? The PRs come after the deload. They come after the rest. They come after the recovery. They come after the good food. They come after the sleep. But yeah, if I could paint a picture as to like what it would look like, if you have a typical 4-week, for those of you that have done my workshop, let's say you're doing a 4-week block. I'm just going to assign an RPE to the entire week. Week 1 can be RPE 6, week 2, RPE 7, week 3, RPE 7 to 8. Week 4 is going to be RPE 8, possibly 9, but you might have to make it a 6. And how do you determine that? Well, if you get to the end of week 3 and you're beat up, then you're going to have to pay those dues. And you pay those dues by calling the audible. It's not, now I got to stick to the program. I got RPE 8 written down. I got to do the RPE 8. It's literally, I would like to do the RPE 8 because that's what's on my program. But I know that what's more important than me completing that RPE 8 and satisfying my ego, which may have very well already been satisfied, is that I do not break my body and dig the hole, the fatigue debt. We do not want to make that too deep. Have you guys ever completed a week where you finish the week and you're like, damn, I got through a lot of heavy work, or I have never done that much volume before? And you just feel like you really respect the work that you put in that week. Whenever I'm at that point, I'm like, okay, we're running hot now. It's time to call it. Time to chill out. Let's reset. We gotta win, right? We got a good win. Let's rest the body. Let's pay our dues. Let's be thankful that we were able to have such high output and hit these numbers. But now we got to recover. We got to pay that back. And if we do this right, we'll be allowed more. Our body will give us more, next round. It's really that simple. You know, if you're sufficiently overloading, you got to recover. And then you should be able to do more than what you did before. It's not instant, and sometimes it takes a while. And sometimes, you know, you've been training for a long time, you just need to gain weight or be in this environment that's allowing you to put on more muscle, so that you can continue to have these good days. But over time, you start to see what works. You start to say, okay, I have the formula now. I always tell my guys after we've done like 5 meets together, and it's just like PRs every single meet. It's like we literally have the formula, right? We literally know what we need to do. Now, I'm always paying attention to something might come up. We might have to make modifications. Shit, people might have a mental shift, which would allow them to do less and or more. And then I have to adapt to say, okay, how can we get around this? How can I move things around to allow us to continue to hit the landmarks that we need to hit, you know, while still allowing the lifter to progress, given the parameters that I have to work within. Why the hell am I using big words today? Jesus Christ. Anyway. Yeah, was this useful? I just know that whenever I do these walks, I got to record something. All right, I'm looking forward to next year. It's gonna, like I said, we're already in November. We just got 2 more months, but then it's gonna start going, man. You guys are gonna start seeing the PR, seeing the highlights, the Sheffy momentum, right into Nats. The boys are coming back. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I can't wait. I'm just trying to do what I need to do to put myself in a position so that we can be our best as a team starting next year. And I really appreciate each and every one of you guys that tunes in, that listens to me on this journey. It's been a long journey. We're about to be in January, I think, might be 8 years of the channel. Yeah, 8 years of the channel. Crazy. Anyway, hope you guys were safe on Halloween. Hope you guys are looking forward to Thanksgiving. Let me know what you guys got planned for the rest of the year. Do you guys have any meets? Are you guys just building? What are we looking forward to next year? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.